What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to find out how many simulations it would take for the Buffalo Sabres to win the Stanley Cup. If you haven't been paying attention to the NHL at all, they're an absolute dumpster fire. You can see last place in the NHL with 16 points. The only team there not in the 20s. They're also the only team below a .3 win percentage. And it shows 5 straight losses. I believe that's 13 straight losses when you include OT and shootout losses. So the Buffalo Sabres just aren't looking good right now. I do think a big reason for that is losing Linus Ullmark to injury, but still, I don't think that's an excuse to be playing as bad as they are. As you guys can see here, I've actually realigned the divisions to be equal to what they are in real life right now, as I'm basically just going to keep re-simming the first season to see how long it takes the Buffalo Sabres to win the Cup. In real life, it's looking like it would take, at least 100 tries, but in-game, they're actually not too bad. 86 overall there, makes them equal with the Penguins, actually higher rated than both the Devils and the Rangers. Some other teams are 86 overall. Columbus Blue Jackets aren't too bad. Canucks aren't too bad. Coyotes 86. Same with the Blues. So I think EA definitely has them a little overrated right now. I'm sure in the next roster update, a lot of Buffalo Sabres players are going to get some minuses to their ratings. But for now, they're still not too bad. So honestly, I've seen Buffalo do pretty good in the first year before. I'm going to take a guess it takes us like 10 years of simming. Also, guys, in regards to the settings, you can see I have both salary cap and computer trades turned on, but I won't be accepting any trades. We're going to stick with the roster as is. Also, I have morale turned off. I don't want really that to affect it too much. And then, of course, going to have the most realistic settings here. So we're using the 4-4 game style. Injuries, though, will be turned off just because we're going to be simming so much. It would take forever if I didn't have that turned off. I'm setting the trade difficulty to hard, although like I said, we're not going to accept any, so that'll just affect computers making trades. And I feel like the sim engine scoring being set to high is usually the most realistic, so we'll do that too. And real quick, guys, I want to thank Raycon for sponsoring today's video. I've actually had a pair of their everyday E25 earbuds for about a year now, and I really enjoy them. They cost about half the price of other leading audio brand earbuds, come in a variety of different colors. You guys can see here, I've actually gone with the classic black. This little charging case is good for about 6 hours, which is really, really nice. Some of the best things I've noticed is just how fast the Bluetooth seamless pairing is. Like I opened up this case and I see on my phone it's already paired up. They've also got a lot of bass and of course a nice noise isolating fit. They also have a bunch of different sizes here I can show you guys. So they should fit your ear perfectly. Obviously, if you're working out or something, you definitely don't want these moving around. And with spring just around the corner, these are really good for any sort of outdoor activity, whether it be running, biking, you name it. Now, the company was co-founded by Ray J, and Snoop Dogg's a big fan of these, which I think is very cool. Actually, was featured in NHL last year. Also, guys, on top of all that, they have a 45-day free return policy, so you can try them out risk-free. No reason not to give them a try. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. So if you guys are interested at all, click the link in the description box below, or go to buyraycon.com/tacticshd to get 15% off your first order. Obviously, doing so is going to help with the channel, so I'd really appreciate you guys checking these out. Again, that's buyraycon.com/tacticshd. So I just messed around with the lines, guys, to give us the best chemistry possible. Obviously, the more chemistry boost we have, hopefully, the better chance we have of winning the Stanley Cup earlier than later. Jeff Skinner, I'm also kind of, giving a chance to revitalize his career rather than, Buffalo scratching him. I'm relying on him heavily. So he's playing first line there with Sam Reinhart and Victor Olofsson, getting a +3 as well, so 88, 88, and 83. Second line also gets a +3, Hull, Eichel, and Cousins. They'll be playing like 81, 94, and 91. So that top 6 actually looks pretty good with the +3 on both. Ryder, Stoll, and Okposo's not too bad at third line. Thompson, Gergensen, and Middlestat is also pretty decent fourth line. You can see both bottom 6 lines getting a +1. So the fact every forward line is getting a boost is huge. Defensively, same kind of thing. McCabe, Miller on the top pair get a +3. Yogi Harju and Dahlin get a +1. Ristolainen and Montour get a +3. So like 85, 87, 87, 81, then 84, 85. Like, everyone's going to be playing a lot better. Of course, Ullmark's no longer injured. He's our starting goalie. That's going to help us out here. In terms of special teams, that first power play unit is all forwards, but they get a +3, so I figured why not. Skinner's actually centering the second power play unit, getting a +1. It's not too bad. The 4-man power play there is basically the regular power play against all forwards. The penalty kill, I get a +1 on the first. Sam Reinhart's actually a pretty good PKer in terms of the chemistry, so he's on both that and the 3-man. -1 the second, but that's okay. I think Jeff Skinner's also on the second PK there. So like I said, trying to give him a chance to, to turn things around here. Overall, like I said, this team got a lot better chemistry than I expected. So that's going to be really big in us actually kind of performing here. Like I said, I still think it'll probably take somewhere around 10 years to win our first cup. Again, I'm not going to be like simulating year 1, year 2, year 3. I'm just going to keep re-simming year 1 to see, how many tries it would take for Buffalo to win it. I'm not sure if you guys have ever seen like the Little Giants movie. The coach tells his team if they play this game 100 times, they might win 1, and it's going to be this time.
And even if those Cowboys are better than you guys, even if they beat you 99 times out of 100, That still leaves
1 time.
Kind of the idea here with this video. If the Sabres got unlimited tries at this season, how many would it take them to win the cup? You can see here, 89 offense, 87 defense, 84 goaltending. I'm still not sure if chemistry boosts are applied to the overall ratings. I don't think they are, but I just want to give you guys a look regardless. So we're going to start simming now, guys. I'm just going to go right to the end of the season, show you how we finish, and then assuming we don't win the cup, keep going. So the first season's now over, guys. Quick recap here. We actually won the East Division with 109 points. Capitals and Islanders surprisingly did not make it. In the entire league, we finished second only to the Edmonton Oilers, so a very good regular season. Now moving on to the playoffs here, we're on the right side. You can see we actually beat the Devils in 7. We had a 3-0 lead on them, and they almost completed the reverse sweep on us, but luckily we won Game 7. We then beat the Flyers in 5 before losing to the Blackhawks in 5, and they actually went to 7 with the Colorado Avalanche, who won the Stanley Cup. So I think pretty realistic that Colorado wins. I'm not sure about Chicago making the final or Buffalo making it as far as we did, but still pretty cool to see. So quickly just going to go through the awards. We're going to be going through a lot of these, I'm sure. Dylan Cousins won the Calder. Playing with Eichel and Hall, I think that makes a lot of sense. Oh my gosh. Allmark won the Vezina and the William Jennings trophy. So a pretty good first sim here for the Buffalo Sabres. Also figured I should probably show you guys the stats. Dylan Cousins there won the Calder with 62 points. Skinner definitely bounced back there with 66. Up to an 84. So yeah, he's plus 4 already. Olofsson 83, now 87. Hall 87, he's up 1. Reinhardt 88, he's up 3. Eichel 95, he's up 2. So yeah, this first year was very, very good for them. Allmark, some crazy numbers, well deserved on the Vezina. So we'll see how they do next time we try this sim. Really could be tough to beat. I just finished the second simulation, guys. As you can see, we actually finished second in the division this year behind Boston, 104 points. Boston went off there with 113. The entire league, we finished 5th though with 104. So still, Buffalo's doing a lot better in this EA simulation than they are in real life. I mean, we've made the playoffs 2 years in a row now. Eichel 101. All the top 6 guys are still playing really well. Now, before we take a look at the awards, I want to show you guys the playoff tree, as again, we actually made it to the conference final where we lost. So we beat the Rangers in 6 in the first round, Penguins in 6 in the second, lost to the Stars in 6, who then beat the Avalanche in 6. So the Avalanche made it to the Stanley Cup final 2 years in a row, winning once and losing the other. Quick look here at the awards. I don't think we're winning any unless, of course, we won the Vezina again. And look at that. Cousins again wins the Calder. So getting a +3 playing with Eichel and Hall. Usually it's Kaprizov that wins it, but he just can't compete with Cousins. Price wins the Vezina this time. Malcolm Subban, though, gets the William Jennings trophy. Interesting. So both times Cousins got in the Calder. Maybe Buffalo needs to start playing it with Eichel and Hall, but we'll get started with the next simulation now. So I just finished the third simulation, guys. Again, we finished second in the division with 102 points behind the Philadelphia Flyers, who actually got first this time. So already seeing, some similarities. Tampa Bay wins the President's Trophy. We finished 4th in the entire league. So again, we're doing very, very good. Way better than Buffalo probably should be simming in this first year. Now I don't see Cousins on this list, so I think I might have accidentally used the wrong lines, which same players, wrong lines, whatever. We actually were a first round exit, so definitely, having that chemistry boost is a big deal. And the Colorado Avalanche, again, are Stanley Cup champions. They made it to the Stanley Cup final 3 simulations in a row now, so EA definitely feels they're the best team in the game. Alright guys, we're at the end of the 4th simulation now. As you can see, we actually won the division this year with 110 points. I feel like that's probably good for the Presidents. Never mind, Colorado is just a juggernaut, 118 points. I'll show you guys how everyone did in the regular season. Make sure to double check the lines this time so you can see Cousins is there with the 57 points. Again, that top 6 just continues to play well. Even Eric Stahl there, 3rd line, getting 63 points. Now, I said it was the end of the 4th season. It's not. You can see playoff tree. We're up 3-2 right now on the Edmonton Oilers in the Stanley Cup final. So we have 2 games here to win the Stanley Cup in the 4th simulation, which I think would be pretty impressive for the dead last Buffalo Sabres. Now we're in Edmonton for Game 6 here. Can we pull this off? First period is nothing. Second period, we're up 2-1. Taylor Hall, Yoki Harju, cleft bomb for them, who should be injured, but that's fine. And there you have it, Casey Middlestat with the goal. Buffalo Sabres are Stanley Cup champions. I wonder how long it'll be till we say that in real life. Not only that, but Jack Eichel got the best of Connor McDavid as well in the Stanley Cup final. I feel like that's a bit of a cherry on top for him, of course, going number 2 behind McDavid in the 2015 draft. Speaking of McDavid, there you can see him down on one knee. He's trying to figure out how this happened, how the 13 straight loss Buffalo Sabres beat him in the Edmonton Oilers. And here you have Captain Jack Eichel going out to get the Stanley Cup from Gary Bettman. Will he still be a Buffalo Sabre after this season? I know there's been a lot of trade talk. Will he ever, lift that Stanley Cup for Buffalo? I don't know. I feel like he's too good of a player to trade. Like, you're never going to get enough value back for him. Gives it to Okposo, the veteran, first handoff. I like that. You don't see that enough in this. Usually it's like an all-star or just a young player. I'm liking that he's actually giving it to a veteran there in Okposo, one of the first guys to get the cup. And second there, Eric Stahl, of course, he's won a cup before, but another veteran. I'm loving this. Also, both Okposo and Eric Stahl have decent game faces, which is nice to see. A lot of times, especially like deeper into a franchise, just created players. And next, of course, you have the goalie, Linus Ullmark, lifting that Stanley Cup. His game face is not very good, but he definitely plays well here in The Sims. I mean, real life, honestly, he wasn't doing too bad either. Like, once he got injured is when Buffalo just started their losing streak pretty much. Captain Jack, Okposo, you got Hull in front. I think, is that Montour or Skinner? I'm not even sure who that second A is. Darlene, you can see on the left, the light blonde hair, but there you go. Buffalo Sabres Stanley Cup champions. Next year, guys, showing you the playoff trade. We swept the Rangers in the first round, beat the Capitals in 6, and they were actually up 2 games on us. Swept the Blackhawks in the conference final, and then beat the Oilers there in 6. You can see the Oilers swept the Avalanche, so 4 times in a row, Avalanche make the conference final. Imagine if they made the Stanley Cup final 4 times in a row. Like, we'd probably lose, honestly. And I noticed, too, Bakersfield actually won the Calder Cup, so I kind of feel bad. Edmonton almost won both the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup. I'll show you guys the playoff stats here as well for this team. Eichel, Reinhart, Cousin all had 23 points in 20 games. So who is the Conn Smythe winner going to be? I see Eichel's got 3 game winners. So my money's probably going to be on him, up to a 93. Reinhart 87. Cousins 84, so a +6. Olofsson 86. Hall 89. Skinner 83. A lot of growth for sure on this team. Goalies all marked there. You can see at a .921 and 2.28 through the playoffs. So he played quite well. And like I was saying, speaking of these awards, we won the Stanley Cup. We were the runner-up for the President's Trophy, and of course won the Prince of Wales. Individual awards here. Are we only going to have the Conn Smythe? Look at that. The Calder Trophy again goes to Dylan Cousins. That's pretty awesome. Jack Eichel, he did get the Conn Smythe Trophy. Unfortunately, no Vezina or William M. Jennings Trophy from Allmark this time, but we got the most important trophy in the Stanley Cup. Now I'm thinking, I might have forgot to show you guys the awards for last simulation, so I apologize, but there you have it. It only took 4 simulations for the worst team in the NHL, the Buffalo Sabres, to win the Stanley Cup. I think that's pretty clearly telling us they are overrated in this game. Like I mentioned, the next roster update, EA is definitely going to have to downgrade them quite a bit. If you guys enjoyed this one, leave a thumbs up. Also, know if you want me to do this with another team. I was originally going to do this with the Ottawa Senators, and then by the time I got to it, Buffalo lost 13 straight games. So Ottawa's no longer the worst team in the league. But like I was mentioning before, that Canadian division, I think you could argue is a bit tougher than the East. So, Ottawa might have an even tougher time, especially too, they have younger players, good potential, but we only have 1 season to grow. So let me know if you guys want to see that in the future. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that sub button. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.